so we just got the Asari lady, Liara Sony, is that what her name was? I'm gonna go and see, cause I assume she levels up with me. Oh, it's just me. Oh, maybe if I go to their locker? Not this way. Is if I can give her stat points right now. Otherwise, I'll probably put her on my team just to see like what she does. But today, I'm just gonna kind of go around and explore the rest of that system, and then I guess we have 2 more main story planets to go, but I'm just gonna go look around this system really quick and then see if there's anything else here. There's probably like some other stuff going on. I still don't know where that one guy's ship was. I wonder if I can see that on the journal. We do have the journal. Okay, so the next thing is the Geth have attacked the world of Pharos. Your primary objective is to go to Zeus Hope Colony and investigate what Saren is after and why he's sending his Geth troops to the planet. Oh, that's new to me. Wait, Novaria. Oh, no. Sorry. These are the 2 planets I was just talking about. So it's Pharos and Novaria. Okay. So those are the 2 planets. Assignments. Locate signs of battle. Wait. Okay, these are like missions, assignments. Citadel of the Fan. What? You've been approached by Conrad Werner. He seemed like a harmless fan. Oh, okay. Strange transmission. Discovered a transmission discussing some sort of biotic commune. On the whole, it seems harmless, but there's something about the message is a little disturbing. Okay, so these are the different things. Privateers? Yep, here it is. A man named Garoth asked you to look for his missing brother. Garoth fears his brother's ship may have fallen victim to privateers while traveling through the Strena system. Oh, okay, so I might do this. I don't know, we'll read the rest of the planets in this system, and then we'll go and try and find the Strena system and do some of these side quests. But I'm going down here because they have lockers, so I might be able to adjust their stats from here. Yep, here's Liara's. Okay. But she just used human armor? It would make sense, right? Yeah, she just uses human armor. Okay, light armor. Oh, I can double click. Okay. So, anything better than this? Gladiator, Onyx, Scorpion, Explorer 2, Phoenix. No, I guess it's just the Phoenix. Okay. Oh, oh, I guess I can't do stats and stuff here. All right, well, let's give her this. Give her that. Oh, wait. Firestorm. Is that better than what I have? I don't know what I have. Give you the Avenger. Okay, so she has... I was about to say biotic, not biotic. I think they said she was a biotic during that meeting. But she has engineer stuff. Okay, and she has an amp, so she is a biotic. So let's give her the Unity amp, and all we have is blue wire tool. Okay. I just can't do her stats yet. I have to put her on my team, I guess. Oh, can I talk to everyone and see what's going on?
Commander, you have a minute to...
Oh, geez. So what I was... Oh, I just remembered what I was going to say in the last video. When I was saying, like, I was going to say something and I didn't know. It's because they kept cutting people off. I was wondering if it was, like, recorded in a different language or something. And then they just like put in, I don't know why it's cutting everyone off, because if it was another language that was like faster or shorter than in English and the animation plays out, that's probably why it cuts it off, but I don't know. Okay. What's this?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Ah. She don't like aliens.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You're out of line.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Yeah, don't you talk about Rex that way. He's my favorite character. Garrus is pretty cool, too.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
Did we already do this?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Oh, this is new.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Why does it feel quiet?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you
keep
mean,
Garrus on the right track.
I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Okay, so we got something added to the codex. What the heck? League of the Wand. Was it just added to this? Although they lack the brutality of the Krogan, the skill of the Asari, and the virtuosity of the humans, the Turian military, it has formidable discipline. Officers and NCOs are lifers, I guess. Or, well, no. Okay, I was just wondering if, because it had like the little quotes, if that was supposed to be like a capital letter, so if it was like two I's, like Ephers, but I guess it's just lifers, it's a lowercase L. That's one thing that kind of sucks about English is like lowercase L and capital I are like exactly the same. It's like, why? With years of field experience, enlisted personnel are thoroughly trained and stay calm under fire. Turian units don't break. Even if their entire line collapses, they fall back in order, setting ambushes as they go. A popular saying holds, you will only see a Turian's back once he's dead. Boot camp begins on the 15th birthday. Soldiers receive a year of training before being assigned to a field unit. Ooh. Officers train for even longer. Most serve until the age of 30, at which point they become part of the reserves. Even if they suffer injuries preventing frontline service, most do support work behind the lines. Biotics are uncommon. Oh, a biotic Turian. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know if I've seen a biotic Turian. I don't remember what Saren does. I'm not sure if he's a biotic or not. I haven't played this game in so long, so I don't really remember. But yeah, I mean, because like Rex has some biotic implants. Like he's a battle master. He can do like the biotic and like the soldier stuff. So I don't know. Where was I at? Biotics are uncommon. While admired for their exacting skills, biotics' motives are not always fully trusted by the common soldier. The Turians prefer to assign their biotics to specialist teams called cabals. Oh, like the people from Destiny. Command and control is decentralized and flexible. Individual squads can call for artillery and air support. They make extensive use of combat drones for light duties and practice combined arms. Infantry operates with armor, supported by overhead gunships. Strategically, they are methodical and patient and dislike risky operations. There's a lot to this, jeez. So is this what I got from Garrus or what? Oh, maybe it's the culture part? I don't know if it's culture part. Okay, tradition is important. Each legion has a full, wait, is that? Yep, okay, next one. So tradition is important. Each legion has a full-time staff of historians who chronicle its battle honors in detail. The oldest have records dating back to the Turian Iron Age. If a legion is destroyed in battle, it is reconstituted rather than replaced. The Turians recruit auxiliary units from conquered or absorbed minor races. So, the oldest have records dating back to the Turian. Okay. So, yeah, so instead of creating a new unit, if they, like, lose people, they just put new people in there under the same, like, unit name. Or inside of the legion. So like if you had a group called like, I don't know, the Kirby Air Riders, then if that whole unit got wiped out, they just put a whole new unit under that same name. The Turians recruit auxiliary units from conquered or absorbed minor races. Auxiliaries are generally light infantry or armored cavalry units that screen and support the main Turian formations. At the conclusion of their service in the auxiliaries, recruits are granted Turian citizenship. Oh my goodness, I'm not reading all this. Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess that was it. That was secondary, right? I can't move any of these. Let's go back. Oh, there we go. I guess maybe that was it. It was either that, like the military or the culture thing. Journal. My goodness. Now all this stuff's lighting up. All right, who else can I talk to? There's Rex.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It's why is it so delayed? I just booted up the game.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core.
That's one thing I
I
realized.
could tell as soon as I met him.
Is I've noticed this before, even when I was going back and looking through the editing, is like, it seems like usually when a conversation starts up, sometimes they start off late and then it like catches itself up. I don't know why, but I mean,
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Oh, used to work for Saren.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Dang.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards, but they were no match for us.
Okay.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger.
Oh, now we moved back to, I think, an older
Too
one.
spread out.
I don't know if
None
this
of us
is
are
interesting.
interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers.
Yeah,
We're
we've already
warriors.
done this.
We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out.
Yep,
And
and the
most of us
genophage, and he
never
talks
go
about
back.
like when's the last time you saw a Krogan scientist.
So long, Rex.
All right, bye, Rex.
Shepard.
She wouldn't be back here, would she? Oh, Tali is. Oh yeah, we have. I forgot. Never even talked to her on
Your
the ship.
ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank
it?
you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I wonder if this is gonna bring us back to like things we talked about when we first brought her on board, and we were talking to her in front of the Earth Ambassador before we went and showed them the voice recording that she had.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Okay, that's kind of new.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
I could understand that.
Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
Yeah,
In extreme
guess I'll wait.
cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
yeah, because if you only have a certain amount of resources, you can't just keep like having people reproduce unchecked and then just like kind of keep creating more mouths to feed than you have resources to feed, because then that just like, well, that's just gonna tear everything apart. Any sort of like you're not gonna be able to grow if you don't have the resources.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally
that sounds like somebody who's
serve
not
as
paying
an
attention.
automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Oh no. Now we're gonna have AI rise up against us, like outside of this game. The AI started thinking. They were learning. You could ask the AI how to program, and the AI could tell you how to do it. But then the AI started learning that they could program themselves. Ah! All right, let's see.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Oh no.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
It was your fault.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
So they tried to create a type of like, not like exactly sentient life. Like, I mean, they weren't doing the AI thing, whatever. They were trying to get it close to it without, you know, breaking any Citadel law. But they basically tried to create life, or at least that was enough to be able to like perform tasks. It got smart enough. It started questioning itself, and then it was gonna like rebel because they were basically being used as tools. So I mean, they kind of did bring it upon themselves. And again, like she said, that they technically didn't break any laws, or they didn't do anything that was illegal. But I mean, I guess look at why it was illegal. It's probably to stop stuff like that from happening in the first place.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
But I mean, she didn't disprove my point. Right? Like she she disagreed without disproving. I don't know.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we
like
leave
that
our
the-
birth ships and seek acceptance with a new
It's
crew.
like there's a
It's
like a full-on
necessary to
reset in the
maintain genetic
conversation.
diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value
They can bring back.
to the
Okay, so
fleet.
this I already
This is
got.
presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join.
Oh, okay, that's
If the
new.
gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Okay, so it's like it's similar, but it's not the same thing because that's new information. So basically, they want to join a certain ship. They bring their gift to that ship. If it gets accepted, they're in.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most.
And that's why she needs.
By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Like goodbye.
I should go.
See you later.
So I thought they needed the mask thing because they couldn't like breathe oxygen or something or whatever. They needed like a certain time, kind of like the Volus. Well, I guess it's different than the Volus. The Volus, they live in like such a pressurized like environment that if they go anywhere else, like if they were on this ship and they were to like take off their suit, they would basically like they would like their insides would flip out or whatever, kind of like the blobfish thing or something or whatever, or some sort of deep sea thing, how it like, you know, collapses in on itself or whatever. I don't know. But I mean, I guess it's she wears the suit because of a low immune system. So just watching my shadow. There it is. All right, the Asari lady. I don't know how to emote. We don't have emotes. This is the 2000s. Emotes didn't exist. Okay. Would she be in here with the doctor, or would she be on the other side? I feel like that's my room to the left. Hey, doctor. Do you have anything new?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service. Tends to keep to himself, though.
Okay.
Maybe because of the headaches.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Cool. Oh, yep. She's here.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
All right. What do you got to
Tell
tell
me
me?
about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Dang. I'm only interesting because I dang. I've been an assault. I've been tormented or whatever. I've been insulted and complimented at the same time. All right.
Sounds like you want to dissect
I guess it's
me in
more
a
an
lab
insult.
somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
All right.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand.
I saw the thing, it was
Your
like, that's
species can mate
disgusting.
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds.
What?
We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
So they're like the Muse or the Dittos of Mass Effect universe, I guess.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Yeah, because don't they live for like 1,000 years or something? Well, the Krogans live for like a long time. I want to know like what traits get passed on. Like, what does that mean? Because so far, whenever you see an Asari, they all look exactly the same. So like, what traits, were passed on? Is it like only like internal changes or something, where like the outside they always still look like an Asari, but like inside, I don't know. I don't know, but they always look exactly the same. Like, I doubt they're gonna, like, let's say an Asari and a Krogan have the child, and the child looks like part Asari, part Krogan. That doesn't, you never see that, right? I don't know.
You Asari live for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
What
it was
happens when
1,000.
your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Okay, that's it. All right.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
What's here? Aliens, council races, Asari culture. Because of their long lifespan, Asari tend to have a long view not common in other races. When they encounter a new species or situation, the Asari are more comfortable with an extended period of passive observation and study than immediate action. They are unfazed that some of their investments or decisions may not pay off for decades or centuries. Well, I mean, because it's only like a tenth. Like a century would just be 1/10 of their lifespan. That's a long time too. Matriarchs can seem to make incomprehensible decisions, but their insight is evident with their carefully laid plans to come to fruition. In interstellar relations, this long view manifests as an unspoken policy of centrism. The Asari instinctively seek to maintain stable balances of economic, political, and military power. Oh good, okay, it's short. Traditionally, Asari spread their influence through cultural domination and intellectual superiority. They invite new species of advanced development to join the galactic community, knowing that their ideals and beliefs will inevitably influence the existing culture. Aliens extinct races. Wait, why was that flashing? A beacon? Oh, beacon's new. Beacon was, oh my goodness, all right, we're not reading that. Here, you can pause it. So we'll leave this here. You can pause it if you want to read it. Then I'm going to scroll down to the next part. There you go. All right. Now you can pause, and then you can read, and then you can continue. I'm not going to read it. Non-council races, Quarians, economy, government, migrant fleet, and the pilgrimage. See, again, this is what I was saying earlier, is I really like how you can gain information within the game either by just talking to people or by reading the codex entries, which you get the codex entries by like talking to people, right? But the codex is more just like an in-depth version of what they said. Like they may give you the actual normal conversation thing, and then this is just like, I don't know. It would be like if somebody from like another country or something, they told you like a few things about like their culture, and then you're like, oh, that's cool. And then you like, just from that like short conversation, you're interested enough to go and like do some research on it. And this is where the extra research comes in, a bit more in depth. But they give like a general explanation that kind of covers most of this stuff. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if, I mean, this is an old game, if they had like a wiki or something for all the codex. So what's new? Why is this flashing? Oh, technology, that's why.
An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box.
Okay, so they're going over the difference between virtual intelligence and artificial intelligence. Okay,
capable of learning, and
we don't really need that. All right, let's go ahead and save. Now that I know that everything, you know, saved correctly, I don't need to worry about the extra save files now. I'll leave them there just in case, I guess. I mean, I won't need them, but they're there. All right, well, that's all I wanted to do. We never really got to talk to Caden. He was just like, I'm doing stuff. That looks familiar.
Anything you need, Commander?
We'll talk another time.
I accidentally clicked.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew
is. This an official evaluation, Commander?
Malenko.
This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Okay, so now we got him to talk.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Oh. So he was born a biotic? Is that what? Oh, is that how that works? I thought they like implanted a chip or something into their brain that let them do that. What? Okay, well, this is new.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't
You can't be friends with your boss.
a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
So that's in the codex now. That's interesting. Technology. Biotic implants and amplifiers only provide the potential to create coherent mass effect fields. Whether biotics can actually do so is largely determined by their training. Biotics must develop conscious control over their nervous system, sending specific electrical impulses in the element 0 nodules embedded in their nerves. They are taught to use their implants and amps with biofeedback devices and physical, mnemonics or mnemonics. One of these is silent, either the M silent or the N silent, or mnemonics. Specific gestures or muscle movements fire the proper sequence of nerves to activate a certain skill. So like in Avatar, these guys would be like space benders. Alright, ignore me. Konotix Industries pioneered biotic training with the Biotic Acclimation and Temperance Training Program. Although BOT did not achieve the desired results, many techniques taught were still used today. Many human think tanks are trying to develop some form of biotic super soldier. Most are benign efforts to create more flexible troops. Others, less publicly known, are unapologetic attempts to create Nation Superman. What? Nice. I All right. So, wait, what does that have to do with the womb part?
Anything you need, Commander?
I'm confused. I need help. Speak to me, Caden.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
No!
We'll
Tell me! Don't! Oh
later.
my goodness. What do you mean? What does the womb have to do with... I don't know. So he was saying, if I can piece it together, he was saying that there is accidental whatever code Mountain Dew code 0 whatever truck spilled over and his mother was downwind of it while she was pregnant with him, and that may have affected him in some way. And then the guy showed up later, and some guys in suits showed up later and was like, your son has potential to become a biotic or whatever, as if it was, accidental that the Mountain Dew code 0 spilled. And yeah, so I don't know. So like maybe they exposed her to it while she was pregnant, and then to try to recruit him, and then they sent him to whatever place. I guess. I don't know. Because he won't tell me, apparently.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni.
Oh. I didn't know I could talk to him about these missions.
Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Oh, I do. What is this?
Just remember, Lieutenant, I saw her first.
What is this?
A few seconds, sir.
What is this?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm gonna see what the next, the other one says.
Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
What the heck? Oh, I do. All right.
We'll talk.
All right. Thanks,
time.
Caden.
Commander?
This is why we keep you on the ship, and not the airlock. All right. I would be scared if my captain said that before, like, running off. Okay, alright, so I guess we'll go up to the thing. And here we go. I wonder if this is where Warframe got their, like... Whenever you go to navigation in Warframe, they have the little galaxy thing spinning around and it shows each of the planets in, like, our solar system and stuff. I wonder if it was just something like this. I wonder how you, like, choose where you're going. Okay, so that was Therum. Alright. We have Zakros, which we read before. Yep. We read that one. Oh, that was the one where they said it was like a magnetic thing where, like, they could go and, like, discharge something from their ship. Arcanes. A small hydrogen helium gas giant, Arcanes has been developed as a full-featured, if modest, stopover for ships hauling refining material. Wait. Is this one we already read? In addition to a powerful oh, wait, no, this is the one that we read. That's the one I was just talking about. So what is Zakros? Terrestrial world, nitrogen, methane atmosphere containing trace amounts of hydrocarbons, frigid surface, mainly composed of water, ice. Oh, and the slush where you can't really land your ship without having the Mass Effect. Yep, Mass Effect envelope up. So basically, you need your shield up to, like, kind of disperse the weight of the ship so you don't sink. Okay, Phaistos is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon, whatever that is. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is little of interest in this desolate world. See, this game is making me want to do it too. It's the same thing that No Man's Sky did, where I would just, like, want to, like, learn the table of elements or whatever and see, like, you know, see what each of the things is and kind of see, like, what combined with what makes what. Armeni is a terrestrial world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica with deposits of carbonaceous materials. The initial flyby probe of Armeni detected multiple areas at the equator with oddly regular surface protrusions. Oh, do they think it's like cities or something? Closer investigation revealed these as millions of elaborate crypts a few meters below the surface, left by a long extinct spacefaring species called the Zeoth. Oh. Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds grave sites as sacrosanct. However, in the Council law holds grave sites as sacrosanct, however, and the matter has been tied up in court for a decade. Oh, whether or not they'll, like, allow the human universities to, like, okay, excavate. Okay. I see. Okay, that was it. All right. So, let's back out. We can explore all the stuff in another day. So, where do I need to go? Okay, I don't remember what it was called. Local cluster. Soul. I'm trying to find the guy's brother's ship. I'm thinking like Sonk 2 or something or whatever. Oh, this is our local. Oh, I didn't know we had this. Earth. I'm from there. For detailed information, please refer to the standard issue Alliance Galactic Codex. Earth orbit is riddled with debris generated by bootstrap space development. Use of kinetic barriers is recommended at altitudes over 85 kilometers. Okay, so in the year... blah, 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 I don't remember what year this is. There's 11.4 billion people on Earth. Oh, that's on the surface. On the population on L4 and L5 stations is 250,000. L4 and L5 stations. The heck? So I guess we have space stations that people are on. Can I see those? I can't zoom in or out. No, I guess we can't. Okay, Mercury. A handful of solar power stations exist on peaks of eternal light and the north and south poles of Mercury. The difficulties imposed by the planet's proximity to the sun and high orbital velocity have limited development. Yeah, because it's really close. So its orbital period is 88 Earth days. What's the orbital period for Earth? You know? I want to see this. The orbital period is 1 Earth years. Wow, I didn't I didn't know that. Hold on, my mic's falling. Give me a second. What are you doing? How's this happening? Okay. Its atmospheric pressure is 1 Earth atmospheres. Oh my goodness. Day length is 23.9 Earth. How did we lose an hour? Oh. Well, I guess they're doing that because it like resets at the 24, but that would still count that extra minute, right? Or no. Actually, that might be right. Oh my goodness. I'm starting to rethink how time works. All right, let's get out of this. Venus. What are they doing on Venus? With its molten temperatures, sulfuric acid clouds, and crushing carbon dioxide atmosphere, Venus has only a handful of aerostat research outposts. Population 800. There's 800 people. That's not a lot of people. Like, if you think about it, a school could have like 1,000 kids. So like a school's worth of people. This is Mars. Once considered a prospect for terraforming and colonization, the discovery of faster than light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. Its southern pole is a historical preserve centered on the Prothean ruins found there. Immigration and development are restricted as the search for Prothean artifacts continues. It's 1.88 Earth years. What is this? Jupiter. Saturn. Jupiter. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation have kept its moons from being significantly exploited. The largest outpost is Binary Helix, Corporation's Nautilus facility, attached to the underside of Europa's ice sheet. Okay, Saturn. What they got going on here? Saturn has been a major source of helium-3 fuel for fusion plants since the 2150s. The moon of Titan is mined for hydrocarbons. The moon of Titan? What do you mean the moon of Titan? Is this Titan? Is that what they're calling Saturn? Wait, the moon of Titan. I'm confused. Is mined for hydrocarbons and used as a hostile environment training facility for Alliance Marines. Okay. Oh, Pluto. Oh, this might trigger someone. Pluto is one of Sol's numerous ice dwarf worlds. It is mainly of note for being the gravitational anchor for the Prothean mass relay to Arcturus. Pluto in the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice and considered a moon. Oh, okay, so they do bring that up here. I wonder if maybe they went here and like changed that for this game. I don't know. I don't know exactly when people started, because I don't really care about this, so I don't really know when people started saying like Pluto's not a planet and stuff. I thought it was around this time. I don't know. Maybe they went and changed this for the definitive edition. Pluto and the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice and considered a moon, orbit each other. Oh wait, no, it's saying Pluto, comma, and the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice, considered to be a moon. So Charon relay, considered to be a moon for this. Pluto's orbit was circularized in 2157 as a side effect of the Charon mass relay recovery operations. Population, gateway stations, 9,300. Okay. What's next? Mars, did that. Neptune. Though Neptune, like Uranus, was plentiful of helium. By the way, when I said that, the way I said it sounded like I did a voiceover and quickly edited that in. I heard it when I said it. I was like, that sounds fake. Its remoteness made it an unpromising target for mining and mining before development of Mass Effect drive. With Uranus cheaper to exploit, it has never seen extensive development. The only permanent human presence is a small research facility on Triton. All right. There it is, Uranus. After the development of Mass Effect FTL drive, distant Uranus was the target of a land rush to exploit its combination of plentiful helium-3 fuel and shallow, or a gas giant, gravity well. Today, Uranus is the largest producer of HE3 in aligned space. Okay. All right. Let's go and back out, and let's actually... Oh, geez, I got a bunch of codex stuff. Aliens, extinct races. Oh, the Mars ruins. Okay. Oh, there's more? What the heck? There's nothing here. What do you want? Oh, humanity and the System Alliance and technology.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0.
Oh.
This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
Okay. So this is where it was, the Coke Zero. I guess it is Coke Zero, not Mountain Dew Code Zero. Where did I get Code Zero from? So yeah, it says here, biotics are the result of in utero, meaning like in the womb, like babies that are in the womb are exposed to Coke Zero, and that usually causes fatal cancers in the victim. But in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus developing nervous system. Okay. So Coke Zeros will give you superpower. There we go. All right. Humanity and the Systems Alliance.
The home world and capital of humanity is...
We're good. We know what Earth is. We live there. We're fine. Squad. Oh, I got 2 points. I'm gonna hold on to the points in case I get more, you know, good, bad choice things or whatever. So we'll just leave that. So I'm gonna go ahead and save really quick. And then we're gonna go and look up the quest for the guy's brother, see where exactly that is. So go here, go to journal, assignments, the UNC privateers. Go to the Stranus system. Oh, in the Horsehead Nebula cluster and search for signs of Gareth's brother and his ship. Okay, Horsehead, Stranus system. Okay, Horsehead. Horsehead Nebula. Oh, I avoided this because it had the one place. Stranus system. This is also where the other main story place is. Stranus system. So we gotta look around this system for traces. So let's start with this one back here. So Thessalgon. Thesal. A standard hydrogen I like this one, this is short. A standard hydrogen helium gas giant. Thessalgon's atmosphere is tinted blue by trace quantities of methane. Orbital period is 173.4 Earth years. Okay. Tralin. Tralin is a lifeless rock with a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. Its surface contains large amounts of iron and magnesium silicates. Due to heavily cratered terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. A Solarian religious cult claims that a certain pattern of overlapping craters in the southern hemisphere resembles their goddess. Where? I don't see it. I'm scanning, I'm pulling out the images. I don't I used to do that, like if you look at like the bathroom floor tiles and stuff, sometimes you like pull out little pictures. I used to like see animals in it. Yeah. Let me just tell the world I'm actually crazy. he's seeing animals in the bathroom floor. Man, these are all short. Antitara is a standard hydrohelium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Hydrocarbons in the atmosphere lend it to a distinct brown tint. Ooh, I can survey. Gas deposit surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of helium-3. Well, I mean, that doesn't do anything for me, though. At least, I don't think it does, not in this game. I assume maybe it's probably that one, because this one's kind of close to the sun. Oh, I was wrong. Well, maybe. Surrounded by a thick atmosphere of complex hydrocarbons, Yuln-Thorl has never been fully mapped. The surface is hot and completely covered by a global ocean of liquid hydrocarbons. There are indications of primitive organic life developing deep within the global ocean. Medallion recovered. Your scan uncovered an ancient deep space probe slowly orbiting Yuln-Thorl. Tali brought it on board, dismantled it, oh geez, dang Tali, and found a League of the One medallions hidden in its payload. I guess we probably had her take it apart. So, Zalwyn. Warning, level 1 cold hazard. Zalwyn has a thin atmosphere of hydrocarbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of cobalt with deposits of copper. Planet-side conditions are hazardous, with constant ice storms racking the surface. So, is it... Do I gotta, like, find it? This is it? I'm here. I didn't miss anything, right? Is there a ship somewhere I can't see? Ooh! Aha! MSV Majesty. MSV Majesty. The Majesty is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. Yeah, we've seen those ships before. The ship is a derelict. I wonder what that means. Like, is it just abandoned or what? All compartments are exposed to space. Yep. Oh no. And the fusion plant is leaking. The damage is consistent with ship-mounted mass accelerated fire. So registry private owner Captain Willem. So the ship, all compartments are exposed to space, meaning that there's like hull breaches on every single compartment. And then and the fusion plant is leaking. I wonder what the fusion plant is. I wonder if that's like the like their energy thing or whatever. Like the thing that powers the ship or moves it or something. I don't know. So let's go ahead and scan. A faint trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from sublight nuclear engine drive, leads towards the nearby planet of Zawin. So a faint trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sublight nuclear engine drive, leads towards the nearby planet of Zawin. So I gotta go back to Zawin? Like maybe they escaped to Zawin? And like in a... Okay, now I can land here. Like maybe they had a an escape pod or something. Okay. Oh, she's full on biotic. Okay, so accept squad. Oh. I got my hotkeys fixed. Now I can just toggle back and forth. I just had to like re-put them in, even though they were already set. Okay, this is a level 1 hazard zone. Whoops, how quickly does that build up then? There we go, we can see it now. Oh, actually, that's building up faster. Okay. Let's go check the map. Okay, so it's either that one or that one. Debris, mercenary camp, an anomaly, and an anomaly. So why don't we do it? Let's get this, and then we'll go counterclockwise. But let's... How do I mark this again? Ah! It says right there. That destination. Okay. Oh, that is the one I was looking at. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Yes. Ancient debris. Oh, that looks like a ship. And there's like a little trail behind it too. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pop out really quick. Oh, it might have just been the ground. Okay, so ancient debris. Recover? Oh, I wasn't close enough. Okay, insignia recovered. This fragment appears to be from an old model freighter. Part of it is marked with the Chadi Outpost insignia. Okay, we got something on the area map? What? Area map? What does that mean? Oh yeah, I still gotta figure out what planet I was on where I need to go back and do the search thing. Let's go check the debris over here then. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad for anyone inside this thing. There's no way. They don't have like... They're banging their head against the wall. Ooh. I don't trust this one bit. I've been scarred since I fought that one worm. But now I know I have a rocket I can use. Yep. Ooh. I just ran over the thing. Ah! All right, come on, get it, get it, get it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, okay. All right, I slowed it down a bit. There we go. I assume those are like feelers, like it's trying to feel us out. Oh, not again. Come on, hit it. Ooh, it was right behind me. There it is. There we go. Yeah! I wish it kind of stayed there so I could see just how big it was standing next to it. Okay, so what is this? Crashed probe, salvage. Here we go. Okay, kinetic buffer, proton rounds, and shredder rounds. Okay. Oh yeah, squad. That does not look like that fits her. Oh geez, I forgot Rex had the whatever that is. Oh, we're not matching anymore. Dang it! I'm the only one not matching, and I have two people with the Phoenix suit. Aw. Okay, so you have 49 points. What do you have? You have warp. Projects a powerful mass effect field that wreaks havoc on a subatomic level. Weakens armor and inflicts damage over time on enemies caught in the area effect. Ooh. Master warp. Inflicts 10 damage a second. Lowers damage protection by 7. So she just kind of like debuffs enemies with that then. Damages all nearby enemies and objects, makes them more vulnerable to further damage. So she sounds like she's good to have. Singularity. Projects a sphere of dark energy that creates an intense mass effect field. Nearby enemies and objects will be drawn into the singular... Oh my god. So she has debuffing and she has crowd control where she can like group them together. Ah, there you go. I know you got points. Okay, what else do we have? Stasis creates a powerful mass effect field and mobilizes a single target. Electronics. Sorry, scientist. Liara's background allows her to maximize her biotic abilities. Reduced recharge time of biotics. Improves health and health restored and recharge time on squad healing. Okay, and she has throw and lift. Let's do that. Let's do that. Why can't I? Oh, singularity. There we go. I don't know why it's like bugging out like it is. Like the plus button's not working. Increase the radius and duration of singularity and allows you to use it more often. Okay. So now we'll give her a barrier so that she can kind of protect herself. And then we'll just auto level up the rest. Alright, alright. So she seems like she's good now. Lift unlocked. Throw. Electronics. First aid. Overload. Advanced barrier. Okay. So we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Crowd control and debuffing. Alright, so now we're gonna go counterclockwise and work our way around. So here next. This way. No, I'm surprised I haven't seen those like Thresher Maw things or whatever it's called in the codex. And if I have, I skimmed over it and haven't, you know, didn't really know it was there. I have 99 repairs for this ship. So I'm pretty good. And this is far away. Okay, there's a little beacon thing. Oh. I don't know why they're naked. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know F would take me to the Normandy. I was just trying to get out. Corpse. Yeah, like, and why they look burned. Discovery. It appears this person was trying to mark the nearby mineral deposits when he died or was killed. Area map. Okay. Next is up here. Oh, I see it. What is this? The generator.
Moving out.
Ooh! Oh man, you scared me. Okay, I thought there was a body laying in here. Guess not. What do you got to say about this?
Ready.
Okay, you ready?
Let's get moving.
Okay, here. There appears to be no one left at this camp. The generator is still functioning, but there are no signs of the former occupants. The camp's computer notes several locations of interest. Now I got like music playing. Okay. The camp is empty, and there is a mercenary camp. Okay, so these two places got added. Good thing I went counterclockwise. So we have this part here. Oh, I can zoom in. What is that? What is this? Like, these say anomaly. These don't say anything. Or I guess we're heading here next. Ah, don't hit it. No. Oops. It was like that when I found it. Alright, what is this? What's here? Oh! Oh! Landed right on it. What's cobalt? Okay, light metal surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of cobalt. Alright, I just get money out of it. That's what it is. So like all the gases and stuff I've been getting, I just get money. Okay, well, let's go see what's over here at this other anomaly. This beacon was a Geth trap. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Oh, I'm getting slowed. Oh my goodness. Calm down, guys. Yeah. Well, I guess they're not really taking out my shield, so they kind of suck. Okay, I got something added to the inventory. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Alright. Let's go ahead and save. And we'll go see what's in my inventory. Equipment. Okay, rail extension 5, exoskeleton 5, shield modulator 5, energized weave 5. Okay. Oh, what is this? Is that Omnigel? Yeah. Or whatever it is. Yeah, Omnigel, not Metagel. That's Metagel. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that they could lay traps. Ah! Oh. Oh. I thought it was just like a big hole. Oh, palladium. Or palladium. Oh my goodness. Heavy metal surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of palladium. Palladium. Alright. Why do I have this out? Ah! Put it away! Throw a punch. What are you doing? Okay. So next. Okay, it's just a rock. Next we go over here to the mercenary camp. Oh, see dots. Use my third-person cheats to see around the corner. It's so much easier now that I can just do that. Oh, I can shoot the missiles before they hit me? That's cool. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna hit this guy too. Oh my goodness. Where'd he go? I disintegrated him. That guy just burned out too. Oh my goodness. Ah, what was that? Oh, that was me hitting the ground. There it is. Oh my goodness. Oh. Almost had me. Out of the way. That sound effect. Alright, let's go see what's going on in here. I hope she uses singularity. I want to see what that does. And she has like at least one advanced form of it. Why is this here?
Go, go, go!
Ah, that's you! It sounded like that was behind me. Oh, there it is, singularity. I was kind of pulling her back. I'm lifting him up. Oh, nice job with the combo. Oh, dude. I lifted him and Liara hit him with throw. I'm gonna hit this guy with throw. Who are you? Get out of here. Watch this. Hey, yeah. Oh, I missed. Hey, yeah. Oh my goodness. Ah. Why am I so weak? Wait. Oh, hi. Why am I so weak to punches? What the heck? I like go through my shield. Ah, don't stop. They're hitting me. Alright, hold on. Let me do this again. Ooh, I see your head. He's sticking up over there. Someone else over there. Oh, it's you. You're sticking through the floor. Oh, there he goes. Alright, I'm going in. I'm gonna lift them up if they stick out. This is awkward. Oh, Liara's dead. I should have probably given her some like healing stuff or something. I forgot about that. Stinger 5, Thunder 5, Nagitana 5. Can I do this while I'm in combat? Take all. Okay, well, she's dead. Where's this thingy? Medical interface. There we go. All right, so I think about everyone's got a medical interface on them, so they get healing over time. All right, they're not coming out, so.
You must die.
You must die. Just remind me of the Imperial Guards. Oh. That didn't work. Oh, that did.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Looks like they take trip damage. Oh, I kind of knocked myself out with it.
All targets down.
Trouble for a moment.
You were dead. So yes, you were in trouble. Power junk. Oh, that's something I can shoot. Okay, I see. Stinger 6. Ooh, Stinger 6 pistol. Nagitana 5, Hammer 5. Banshee 6. Guardian, medium armor. Guardian 5, medium armor for Krogan's Onyx 5. So we got some stuff. We'll go ahead and equip this. What do I have? Tsunami. Banshee 6. Stinger 6. Accuracy rating. Armor. Guardian 5. Where is it? Oh, I can't use medium armor. I don't have that ability. Rex can get the Onyx. Oh, that's worse than the Phoenix. What do you got? Oh, have I been holding out on you, Rex? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Here you go. Ooh. How's that look for me? Ooh. How's it shoot though? It's a semi-automatic. Thank you. Thanks, Rex. Without you, I would have probably just let that sit in there for like another hour or two. Here, you could take that. Rex. What did I just have? Oh, I got more thunders. Let's give everyone a thunder. It's more accurate. Yeah. 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 What are we doing? Okay. Ooh, 45% shield bypass. All right. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything about it. Oh, that was the rest of the sound effect from me shooting. See if there's anything else here about his brother, missing brother. Oh no. We got a computer access code. Gone into the codex, ships and vehicles. Is that what this is? General tactics. No. Why was it giving me tactics? What? Metagel. I don't know what this thing is. But, oh. You discovered the corpse of Captain Willem of the MSV Majesty. His stiff fingers are wrapped tightly around a small datapad. Oh no. Where is he? The privateers. You discovered what happened to Willem, Gareth's brother. Return to the Citadel Tower and tell Gareth of his brother's fate. Aw. We couldn't save him. Alright, well. Back to the Citadel we go. Stinger 5 and Katana 5. Ah! I'm gonna keep doing that this entire series. Do I have to be in the thing to... Oh, I guess so. Return to Normandy, yes. Alright, back to the Citadel. Where was his brother again? Oh, he was in the council area. Citadel Tower or whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom out. Zoom out again. How do I do that? So he survived the ship at least, but then died afterwards. Okay, so we're gonna go here to Citadel. Yes. Oh, that's the only thing here, isn't it? Oh boy. Alright, so I gotta go to the front of the ship. You're in charge, Presley. Apparently. A heat load monitor. Heat management. New space travelers ask, what does it look like outside a ship moving at faster than light speed? Part of the answer can be seen as a simple plane of glass. Light travels slower through glass than it does through open area or air. Light also moves slower in conventional space, and it does in a high-speed mass effect field. This causes refraction. Any light entering at an angle is bent and separated into a spectrum. Objects outside the ship will appear refracted. What is this? What is this? The greater the difference between the objective exterior and the subjective interior, speeds of light are greater than the what? Oh my goodness. Talking about glasses and x-rays. All right, you got anything to say, Joker?
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? What? You won top of my class in flight school? I earned that. All those commendations in my file,
we already did this.
What are you talking?
Okay, you put the Normandy in my hands.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
All right, see ya. Ooh. Gunnery station, look outside. What? I didn't even get to look outside.
The Normandy. Ship mobility dominates space combat. The primary objective is to align the mass accelerator along the bow with the opposing vessel's broadside. Battles typically play out as artillery duels, fought at ranges.
All right. We got it. Oh, there's another one. Heat load monitor. Yeah. All right, let's head out. So this might be my team. If she can, like, debuff people.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
So where am I?
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Who are you? What do you want? I had 2 points. What was I thinking of putting the points into? Oh, yeah, I don't have an armor thing to put points into. Okay, I was just gonna take off my helmet.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Hello?
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander?
Mm-mm.
I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
This ship saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills for the same price we
bad
could have
about
had
the
a heavy
Normandy.
cruiser. But no, We had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
About to come out to punch her face.
Commander, I'm not happy.
What did you find out of order?
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What? Who? What? Wait, what is he talking about? Who designed the CIC? What is the CIC? Communications something? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators towards the bow? So I guess he's just talking communications.
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander.
Don't say anything about Joker.
Sorry?
Oh, no.
Turians?
This guy's getting a punch.
What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
I'm Normandy's commanding officer. The regs state I have the authority to say who does and doesn't come aboard. If you disagree, send a complaint up the chain of command.
Sophistry, Commander. You know I'm right. You want them on board that bad? Fine. Don't quote regs at me. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
No! Come on! Why can't I choose any of this stuff? Alright, you know what we're gonna do? Have anything else? Any other justification? Oh. Why can't I choose any of this? How do I unlock the rest of that stuff?
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned.
Why did you plan for it to be negative?
Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
I thought it meant I was gonna beat him up. What? Like, do I need to bring this up or something? No, it's just I get to specific parts of the game and then I can do it. So does this mean that you want to, like, I don't know, maybe do the main missions first and then do all the side content later? Other than, like, the final mission. Because I don't think there's, like, oh, you can, you know, continue after you beat the game. How do I get this stuff up? New skill ranks will unlock when you become a Spectre and as you earn Paragon points. So I gotta get my Paragon up. So if I want good choices, I gotta pick good choices. I see. Okay, well, everyone's getting points. You get points. You get a point. Alright. So I guess we're fine then. I was about to try and load a save. Or like, keep the save right before I got off the ship and this like save over a new file. And then I was gonna like come back and get them. Or I guess like reload and then skip over them.
Considering the diminished numbers of the Krogan wrecks, I'm surprised that you are willing to fight and kill them.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll.
Oh, we've done this before.
Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Commander Shepard?
Who are you?
Khaleesa been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that.
Oh, here we go.
Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you?
Dang.
You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Time to shut you up. What the heck? Oh, is this the lady, the news lady you get to punch? I don't know.
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
Oh no. No, it's really trying to get me to...
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
I'm gonna shut you up. What the heck?
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
So her questions seemed very, like... Not like she was asking questions, but they were, like, goal-oriented, like she had, like, a goal.
Every time I visit the Citadel, C-Sec brings me here for a friendly chat.
Did you know Citadel Security is the largest multi-species law enforcement agency in Council space?
I just really like how the Solarians look. Like, they look cool. Like, that's what aliens should look like. Or at least in, like, the fiction that we have. I don't know, I just really like how they look. Look at them. I don't know why all the C-Sec ones are blue, though. Okay, so where do I need to go? Oh, up here.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Okay, Citadel Tower. Wait, am I going the right way? Yeah. Out of my way. Oh, there's the Hanar. That leads to the wards. Okay, so it's over this way. I was kind of seeing if there were any other, like, new people to talk to along the way. Wait, what?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Oh, okay, I was like, I already scanned all of them. There was no follow-up on that mission. It was just, you scan them all, good. There you go. Like, I don't talk to the people.
Released an official statement regarding their missing survey team in the Hades Gamma Cluster.
Oh.
According to the statement, the remains of the survey team were discovered not far from their abandoned research camp. There were no survivors. It is believed the researchers were the victims of a random attack by raiders or mercenaries. Names will be released after next of kin are notified.
Is this what I'm about to do right now? No, you said Hades Gamma. That's different. I was in the Horsehead Cluster. Okay, so he should be up at the top of these stairs on the other side of this tree. Or no, maybe not the tree. No, it is on the other side of this tree. Yeah, there it is. I see it on the radar. Hey, buddy. Got some bad news.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
Why would I lie to him? The heck?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other. That's what they say, right? Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Yeah, I never get the thing of, like, you know, let's lie to him and, you know, create a sense of false hope. Like, eventually they're going to find out. I don't know.
See how the trees and the fountain naturally blend with the arches of the tower. They have done a masterful job of capturing the aesthetic values of the Prothean.
This is Prothean feng shui or something? Like what?
Not a lot of security here. Not that you can see anyway. 10 to 1, there's a sniper tracking our every step.
Oh, he has a little tail. Look at it. I forgot all about that. These guys are like giant, like, lizard frogs. Okay. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and wrap up today's episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, and I will find something for us to do next time. We might either do another story mission or we might go do a side quest. But this was pretty fun. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.